Okay, this is a study helper for advanced class. Alright, we'll start this over. I hit the wrong button. Study helper for advanced class. A room is 58 1/3 square feet. What is the volume of the room if in cubic feet if the height is 9 1/7 feet? Draw a picture, label it, and show your work. I'm not looking for anybody to be an artist. It's quite simply we can make a room. If they just want to draw a rectangle and label it from there, that's fine. But there's a couple important things. I know that the height is 9 1/7 feet. So I can go ahead and put 9 1/7 feet. What I don't know is the length and the width. But I really don't need to know it because it says here that the room is 58 1/3 square feet. That gives me area. And so that area is a function of the base times the width. And so I know this little layer here, this area, is 58 1/3 square feet. And I know that volume is a function of the base, which is here, that we found already, it was given to us, times the height, which is given to us as well. So all I need to do is basically multiply these. And as you know, when we multiply fractions, we should probably look at the possibility of converting these fractions into fractions greater than 1. So let's do that. If I multiply 9 times 7 plus 1, and that's 9 times 7 plus our 1, that will give me 64 sevenths times 58 times 3, so 58 times 3 plus 1. 58 times 3 is 174 plus 1 is 175 thirds. When I multiply that out, I get 11,200 divided by 21 because I multiply my fractions straight across. And as my classes know, every fraction that exists is a division problem. So it's numerator divided by denominator. So that's going to look like this. My numerator is 11,200. Oops, let's see if we can make that better. 11,200 divided by 21. When I divide those numbers out using long division, see this will be 5 groups here. Don't know if I'm going to run out of room when I subtract. It's going to be 3 here. I think I'm going to run out of room. And another 73, and I subtract that. I end up with a remainder of 3. But we don't do that anymore. We go ahead and we make this a fraction of 3/21. I can simplify that fraction down by dividing both sides. Is that 3/21? Oh no, I'm sorry. 7/21. That'll be a remainder of 7. So 7/21. So when I end up reducing this down, my final answer is 533. Reduce, I said reduce, I meant simplify. Both the numerator and denominator are divisible by 7. So that gives me 1/3. Final answer is 533 1/3, but we're not done. Feet cubed. Feet cubed because we're finding volume. So a little error there, no problem, because I ran out of room. Next question. What is the volume in cubic meters of a right rectangular prism with a length of 4/5 of a meter, a width of 1/2 meter, and a height of 1 meter? Again, remember, volume is a function or found by multiplying the length times the width times the height. I have a length of 4/5 meter times a width of 1/2 meter times a height of 1 meter, and 1 over 1 is simply 1. If I multiply these numbers straight across, then that simply gives me 4/10, and we can simplify this by dividing both the numerator and denominator by 2. Final answer would be 2/5 meter, and again we want to know volume. That's meters cubed. Running out of room. That's 2/5 meters cubed. So that's how you find area with some fractional measurements that are just fractions and not mixed numbers. Let's take a look at the last one. This last one, how many 1/6 cubes can fit into this right rectangular prism? The 1/6 cubes, if they're 1/6 of a centimeter, I left that part out, so 1/6 centimeter cubes. So if it's 1/6 centimeter cubes, then I need to look at, okay, that means for every 1 meter, I get 6 of these cubes. So every 1 meter, I get 6 cubes. So let's go ahead, before we do anything else, convert these measurements over to this 1/6 cube. So if 9.5, that would give me 9 times 6, which gives me 54, plus I have a half. And so half of those 6 cubes would be 3, which would give me 57 cubes. A length of 7 centimeters times 6 1/6 cubes per centimeter equals 42. And then my final one is 8 1/3. And so I'm going to do 8 times 6 is 48. Now 1/3 of a centimeter is going to be 2. So plus 2, because 1/3 of 6 is 2. That leaves me 50 1/6 cubes as my height. And again, volume is a function of our length times our width times our height. When I set these numbers up and I multiply them together, when I multiply 57 times 42 times 50, that equals 119,700 1/6 cubes, 1/6 centimeter cubes will fit into that box. Hope you find that helpful. Have a great day.